you know,
Well,
very well.
everybody,
Oh boy, it's that time. I hope you don't have a Java update, man.
ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. We seem to have passed the Java updates for the day. So it's time for the good news, the bad news, and the other shit. Yeah. Mini,
If you could just try to tell people why you making those sound
because I'm
effects.
trying to make my own jingles.
Geez, man.
People promise me jingles. We're going to get some jingles.
Well, I tell you what people are going to like, dude.
I think we're going to get Phil to do a jingle for us.
I can tell you what they're going to like. They're going to like seeing more video of you outside the studio, man. Watch.
Well, I have to get out.
It's going to happen.
You know what? That's the thing. People have lately been trying to seduce me into getting out of the studio. And you know how that is now. I'm telling you, I don't have no money. I'm fixing my house, damn it. I have no money. Tired. PMC keeps writing in the chat room, Mario needs a woman. No. See, y'all, do you want to see improvements continuing to come at Pack Stereo TV? Thank you, Blog Talk. You want to see continuing? We got a whole event thing coming up where we're going to be having these live stream parties with performances, trying to recreate with like Playboy After Dark. I might have to get a pipe and a smoking jacket.
That's right. That's
Walking
right. around
with some honeys on. That's right, PFC. Walking around the party. A live streaming party with multiple cameras throughout. We're going to use I'm setting up this whole wireless camera thing that'll connect into our regular thing. Vic's going to be using now 3 switchers.
That's wrong. Man, the requirement for being in the party, you didn't tell them this part, which is very important, that you have to know how to surf. Since we're on the West Coast and we're near the water, you can't gain interest to the parties unless you're a surfer.
Well, that's part of the other shit. See, we put it first. So that was one of the things. Pack Stereo has changes coming up, events coming up, new show and programming. And the big one we're excited about is the recreation. We haven't given it a title yet. It's essentially a recreation of Playboy After Dark.
Yep.
The classic show done by Hugh Hefner in the late 60s.
Of course, nobody under 30 even knows that name.
But some of you might remember. And Max, what kind of pipe?
Yeah, you put it out there, dude. Okay? How can you? What are you doing?
It'll be a wonderful party and with video performances. Just imagine Phil Perry performing at that.
No, but I can imagine Ariella Stevens.
Yeah, live in the pool.
I can imagine even more. Tinashe.
That's right.
Suzette Thomason.
Thomason.
Yes. So you worried about sitting in the back.
Suzette's not can't sing. She can't
let me
dance.
just say what you doing. Why you messing up right now? Let me tell you why you messing up. You're imagining around the pool and Phil Perry. Look, man, come on. Think back in the day. You wouldn't think of another brother who's performing around the pool. You'd be thinking about the ladies, right?
I got that under control now.
Yeah, but you can't. That's not helping the show.
Okay, well, it's going to be a lot of ladies. I already told you it's going to be a party.
Wait a minute.
So y'all can come and watch for the obvious.
I can't believe this.
Okay, we're going to have, and we not, okay, be there. It's going to be a wonderful show. The idea is a live streaming show.
What?
With women, with, what do you call performance art?
Look at this.
Performance art, all kind of stuff going around the house, videos, everything, people coming forward, performances, and you guys get to be there.
It's like
not just Phil, but how about After Hours? How about groups like After Hours?
He's bringing Africa. You know what you're doing? You're bringing back the concept of an urban Benny Hill. We don't want to see that.
Like I said, you guys, tune in. It'll be a party. It'll be all kind of innovative. We'll be playing a lot of the young music. Whatever that is.
See, he's trying.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna do a bunch of. It'll be different. Okay, it's gonna be different. That's the only thing you know me. I'm just gonna make it different. It's gonna be different, and it's gonna represent a lot of local artists that are people who are around.
Oh yeah,
there'll be a lot of performances.
You know, think about it this way: it's like a combination of spoken word, a barbecue, being at the beach. Playing music.
You guys, does it make sense to anybody else? To me, I thought it was a good idea. It is my idea. Damn it. Maybe not so good. Well, we'll see. I think you guys would like it, especially we have some good music. And people, imagine in the summer if they're all like in bathing suits. Not me, of course.
Well, you kept saying Phil Perry and you. So what?
Okay, that's cold.
Yeah, what you come on, dude?
I'm a host.
You kept.
Mac has already said who's gonna be the Barbie. Suzette at least.
See.
But Suzette, we got to get Suzette doesn't necessarily do all that bathing suit stuff, but she'll do something. Huh?
I know the title of the. I got the title of.
How about Hammer Black, who'll come over some hot stuff?
I think I already got it, dude. Come sit by the pool with Mario and Phil Perry.
Okay, that's okay. See, Vic. See, okay, I'm moving on with that. Was the other shit. See, he's the one. See, y'all. See, Mac, how they make fun of us, PMC. See, Vic has contempt.
I'm just saying.
Okay, here's what we're gonna be. Here's the agreement.
All right.
Because some of my associates are getting up there in age, but we know how to be the appropriate dirty old men at the event. So I have a crew like that. That's just what it is. I'm sorry. And they will be at all the events. So, yeah, Mac, PMC, and a few of my local buddies,
okay.
Bobby Carson. We will have some of the local, atomic dogs in the house at the event.
Oh,
if PMC is not working that night shift. It'll be fun.
Well, who's gonna be on Esther?
You know what? Okay, where's my sound effects? Hey, you know what the thing is, you guys? Write us and let us know what your thoughts are on this. We've talked to some local folks. We really are bringing, and you know what's so interesting? I will say this, right, Vic?
Right.
We got a number of young female entrepreneurs in the arts who are excited about being a part of this, and they're doing the guest list.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't gonna be mostly. I'm gonna put my friends, the few of y'all who's still hanging on. Y'all know you are out there still hanging on.
Mark, we have an agreement here.
We're gonna get you on the list. But we're going to get these other young folks, these ladies who are entrepreneurs, and they're all different ones in the arts. They're doing the list. And so we're doing the parties with a bunch of young women who are entrepreneurs.
And you know what?
What can I say? True. That's what it is. It is.
You're required on this show to read the chats of your associates, so I defer.
I'm not going to read those chats because they sick.
No, read the last one from Mac, man. You see, why do we have chat?
Okay, you do. Okay, I can't see. I have to blow my screen up. You can also do a baptism to reach the old folks. That's right. We're going to sacrifice a virgin up in here. See? Keep them under the water. Just don't keep them. They got to learn to hold their breath. Mac, they got to learn. That's a better way to learn than the way I'm going to teach them.
This is what I'm saying. See, you started this. I'm
just saying. You got to be able to hold your breath.
See, this is wrong. This is wrong.
I'm saying that's a necessary skill. That's why, okay, the whole point is to figure out a way when we have this party, right? That Mac's in the chat room. Because, see, what I'm saying is that PMC and Mac got to actually moderate. Y'all got to become more moderators. Don't y'all, where's that? Y'all, this is supposed to be news.
You can't be moderators.
Y'all all in my news.
No, you can't be moderators.
The news is we going to be having these parties on the air, and we need our regular chat people to be moderators. I'm going to figure out a way to elevate your thing. There's a way I can go in here and do stuff to you and make you a moderator. Where is that?
And the requirement is for all pool parties that you guys have to send a pic of you in your swimming trunks.
What? I'm going to try to make them all moderators.
See, you don't understand. Our moderators have to be seen, not just heard. To take this
Mac
to the next...
Mac gets seen. No, they have to be. No, they don't have to be seen.
Why not?
Because PMC, he's got to go to work later.
Wait a minute, see,
you know what? Y'all are messing up my news.
No, PMC.
This is supposed to be the news, so everybody just know this is about jacked up news.
Wait a minute. PMC, you did exactly what I was about to, and I stopped.
PMC, okay, my point is, when we do these events, I'm going to be incorporating my friends on different places, because for example, they may have an event too. What if when we have our event, they have an event?
Well,
like
PMC, I agree.
Can just have, even if he's, just an off night, don't want to spend no money, he can get some chicken wings and have some folks in the lab.
Well, I think PMC is following exactly.
And Mac too. I mean, that can still be a group event, kind of.
Well, PMC already followed your blessing. He says, Mario, I need help trying to elevate my thing.
Well, yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know. Let's put it like this. Depending on what it is, we're going to help you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
See, Vic,
Look, it's not
you
my
guys
fault.
notice, now he always gets on me. See, Vic is like, yo, oh, Lord.
I'm sorry.
That's way more, tell you what, y'all, that's way more interesting than my damn news stories. So that's the news. The news is the other shit. And that we're planning these parties. We're going to have our online folks in the chat room as mod. We try to get them to be mod. As soon as I figure out how to work this shit, y'all will be mod.
Right.
I swear I'm trying to make you a moderator.
If
I just figure this stuff out,
it's
you will be a
done.
moderator
Right.
in there, Mac and PMC.
Right.
As soon as I can just get this off. Anyway, so that's the thing. And yeah, we will be having these parties. And the girls and a bunch of, Suzette, Nisa Anderson,
Yep.
Milan,
All of them, they'll be here.
they're all going to be not only here helping and part of the list. They're going to be doing the list.
They're the honored guests, man.
Yeah,
I love
we're
them.
going to have honored guests, featured artists.
Pharmacists.
So,
Body art,
pharmacists.
body art painting and display.
And we did some work in the house. We just set up the Smoker's Alley.
Yep.
That's right. So they say, what is that? Because we have parties, man, you know what? And we have a bunch of friends still smoke cigarettes and cigars.
Yep.
And other, whatever.
Yep.
We don't know what else.
Oh, yeah.
But cigarettes, cigars. So on the side of the house, we have a nice little area we cleaned out. And we putting a monitor over there. We have a little sign. It's called Smoker's Alley.
Yeah.
So during the party, we have a camera. But we'll warn them, huh? We'll have a little light. Let's get ready to go live at Smoker's Alley.
There you go.
So
That's
watch
right.
out for the party, you guys. This is going to be funny.
Oh, man.
We're going to try to have cameras all around the house at a party with cutie pies.
Oh, man. I'm tired.
All right. All right, you guys. Now, the other stories I have for today, I tell you, so exciting. Tomorrow's Super Tuesday. Everybody know what that is? That's a big day for Republicans to pick the losing candidate in the next election. Like they have a chance. See, I call this story Republican candidates, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Does anyone really believe this bullshit?
No. No.
No.
They don't.
So Super Tuesday is to have these loser assholes get out there and waste a bunch of money. I wish we could get some our way. So they can choose the next losing candidate in the upcoming election. Like does anybody think it's not a given? What is this? And who cares? And why do we do, you know what it is, you guys? Rather than rebel, the secret is to decipher the understanding, because it is the way the money flows.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
don't be surprised if we get some little contracts underneath the... You see, Pack Stereo.
I'm telling you.
We do have the hip-hop Republican,
Oh, yeah. She's
but
busy.
I'm neither hip-hop nor Republican.
Yeah.
That's Shirley Huzar.
Right.
And we help facilitate her platform like we do, because we love to showcase the diversity of black folks.
Yeah.
I have plenty of conservative friends.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't sit around insulting them. You know what I'm saying?
No, we insult ourselves.
Yeah. First of all,
all
y'all,
day.
and when you get political, remember, I tell people, think of your family. You know damn well at Thanksgiving or Christmas, you with some people who ain't necessary of your total political view.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly not your social views on sex or other stuff.
True.
I'm just saying. Well, you know, when we even in your own family,
Yep.
you got people on every side. So, but the point is still, even with all that, it's hard for me to take any of this stuff seriously. So I just called this story Republican candidates, blah, 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 blah.
That's wrong. That's
Blah,
wrong.
blah, 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 blah.
It's, you know what? It's hard. Plus, you can't really expound on it because you have Wednesday coming. And and what is the rule in social media?
No, Wednesday we're going to talk on BP.
Oh, well,
about the
I'm just
BP oil settlement.
Right. So, in other words, this is not the subject unless if you are in a community where everybody follows this, then you could blow up. But you have to pick your poison, man.
Yeah.
That's all we gotta do. So,
Well, and a more important story. How about Jeremy Lin, you guys? What do you guys think? First of all, I think first he's from Harvard. And, even though you do have some famous people who made it to the pros,
right.
From Ivy League schools.
Right.
But not a whole bunch.
True.
Okay? But you have some famous ones. Calvin Hill, you remember where he went?
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't know about Calvin Hill. Where
See,
he went. I didn't. No.
I thought it was Yale.
Thought it was Yale?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
Mac
I don't
will
want to
tell
misquote
us.
it.
Mac, Mac, you know some of the old sports people from the Ivy Leagues.
Yeah.
There's some Ivy League. Not a whole lot.
Right.
But there were some in different sports.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's a big deal. But is he confronting racism, Vic? That's one of the things that people have been talking about because, a lot of people have been talking about him and making comments. Just a lot of stuff.
It's two sides of the story to me. And they say, well, Victor, wonder if it's four. I say, well, I'll just start with two. One, to me, is people acknowledge difference. And when they say difference, okay, for example, Mario, say this.
That I have a handsome countenance with locked hair, and I speak so well.
Right. You know what? It's not that. It's not that. No. First of all, let's be real.
Calvin was from Yale. Thank you, Maxie.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to misquote it.
Got my back.
Yeah. Look, if we had a black surfer who was like the phenomenal surfer, and it's not saying we would not celebrate. We probably would. We'd probably say, oh, man, see, he's arrived. He's in there. But a lot of folks who say, well, we have a whole bunch of people who surf way better than he does. The story's not about
where are they?
Well, I'm just saying.
Where they at?
The story is about somebody who is not from the background. And prejudice is always going to follow, or hatred is going to follow, no matter what.
Can't let the Chinese brother get a little.
Hey, I'm all for him, man.
I am too.
I'm all for him.
This is where black folk racism come out. And you know what I hate when black folks try to tell me black people can't be racist. Oh, bullshit.
See, there you go.
Give me a break.
Be kind.
Give me a break. Everybody can be racist.
Celebrate
That's the whole point.
Celebrate difference.
Everybody can be racist. We all have had racist moments and prejudice moments too.
Yeah.
That's why I actually try to be more forgiving of people.
Right.
Only because I tell you, everybody has a moment they say some jacked up stuff. Come on, everybody. Your mother.
It's wrong.
I'm just saying. Everybody has relatives. The holidays, you just be like, oh, Lord. Sometimes you listen to them, you're like, oh, Lord. And how about those black folks, have all the military pictures all across above the fireplace. And now you anti-war. Here you go to the house, and they got 5 zillion military pictures. How black folks are good for that, right?
Right. Yeah, I look
you know that.
all day. Okay. What is it that happens?
I love it, but I'm just saying, remember, my family too.
Well, is this an issue for... Let me just say this.
We have prejudice.
Let me say when you're talking about the prejudice that's reflecting in how black people feel about Jeremy, or is it others?
Well, that's the prejudice I'm more sensitive about. I must admit, personally.
But what's being reported?
Actually, right, because they made the chink.
Well,
what was the chink in the armor?
That
was the chink in the armor.
Yeah, we covered that.
There's so many racist comments. But, does that mean you racist? See, here's the thing. If we call everybody who makes a racist comment racist, then everybody's racist.
Right.
And the word has no meaning.
Everybody has suffered from it.
Everybody suffered and said stuff.
Right. Now, are you out to hurt people, or do we do this? We can take a host of people on the weekend. Get your drinks on, get your clubbing on, get your social life on, and you'll see a lot of things spill out of people's mouths that you go and you give it a pass.
Alcohol has a way of doing that.
That's okay. But then when you put it under a microscope, then everybody who has deep-seated hatred, or from their perspective of their life, their day-to-day life, they may have had experiences that you and I have not had it, and those are the people who are stepping up and hollering. But we do have some elitist people who go like, it's okay to say this. Just go, if you want to go back and see that not only blacks, as it dealt with movies and films, were targeted with what they call these stereotypes, look at the Asians. They were stereotyped. The Mexicans were stereotyped. The Indians, the American Indians were stereotyped. It's all been there a long time. And all those, and much better now. But you got some leftovers still hanging out in the weeds.
Now look at PMC. Now PMC, no offense, Phil. I read your Facebook.
I know.
PMC got his nerves. Because when he gets heated up on some political issues,
PMC,
I ain't lying. PMC, you got your nerve. Look at that. He ain't even saying shit. He just went, yeah, blah, 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 blah.
See? Just waiting to be.
Some quiet ones that you got to watch, Vic. The quiet ones.
Hey, look, I say
over
this.
there thinking.
Look, I can walk out of here and go like, I can be walking while black. Okay, not driving while black. It could happen.
You know what,
right?
Vic?
What?
We came up in a time where the racism was so overt that to be pro-black was being revolutionary. Therefore, folks like Mac,
Right.
PMC, and myself, we developed a persona to deal with the establishment.
Right.
And not only that, because we had to navigate it.
Right.
We had to also learn how to contain all those forces and interact with that environment in a constructive way. That's the one thing that old school black folks kind of have in common in dealing with racism.
Right.
The youth don't understand, and maybe Jeremy Lin was ill prepared for. Whereas Mac and I
Right.
were more, PMC, more prepared for dealing with that racism because it's endemic.
Right.
And we have had a lot of training at putting on all the side. That's why PMC can be hip hop
Right.
and then go like this. Good evening, everyone. Same thing with Mac.
Right.
Because I can do it too.
Right.
You learn to keep your cool in a certain way.
Right.
Because that society didn't allow you to be that. And then you brought the other stuff and you kept your cool for when you could bring it out. So
That's
Jeremy Lin is in a different time, but it's the same old stuff, but to a lesser degree.
There's sprinkles. Let me just
Right. Just
it's
way to a lot lesser degree.
Most people don't understand that everything is media now. Everything.
Everything.
Once you let the public in,
Everything.
what everybody got comfortable with is what you didn't hear. And now the people can now come in. And when you're finding out about a lot of people who love a lot, it's equal amount of people who hate a lot. It doesn't mean it's new. It just means they've always been there. Jeremy is not worried about this. New York Knicks are not worried about it. His people are not worried about it. It's the idea that people rise up and go, well, I haven't got that attention. How come? I said, well, there's a whole bunch of people who work a lot of different jobs who are in that same position. Celebrities or jocks are not dictating your lifestyle. Get
No.
over it. And here's the rule I've always been taught.
Music dictates our lifestyle.
I've been taught this. I'm not going to tell you who. They say, never let them see you sweat.
Oh, that's right.
Never.
That's what PMC and Mac practice. You know, you see PMC got all that rage coming out on Facebook.
Wait
So.
a minute. I'm going to let you guys in the room.
I know PMC. I'm saying, see, I went to see anybody from my era, anybody black,
Right.
anybody
Right.
had to deal with certain stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where you develop this. All of us, I used to watch my mother's whole way of speaking change when we went
Oh.
out in public.
Yes.
Everything would change.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'm acknowledging. I'm just teasing y'all.
Hey, look,
You know,
thank
but
you.
we did get Phil on that one.
Oh,
though.
no, I'm
we
just
did.
saying.
We got him on that one.
I'm
We got-
saying my family from Alabama. I remember how we would drive, and I said, "Why are we going the long way around?" And I can remember. Drive Mario. I remember, Crenshaw. We live right off the Crenshaw
Right.
strip here, and I remember as a young man just saying, "Hey, I'm going to ride to the end of Crenshaw, which is taking you towards Palos Verdes."
Right.
And I remember my brother, rest his soul. I remember how much we were hollered at, because I never knew that world.
Oh, I remember
And
when
what
Inglewood
they
was
were
white.
just-
It was
man.
Yes, Lord.
It was crazy.
White folks, when you entered certain areas,
But it's a
it
better
was
word.
crazy.
But
it was crazy.
but-
People would actually just
Yeah.
yell obscenity
Right.
on your street. Hey, nigga, what y'all doing over here?
That's
I ain't
it.
lying.
It-
They would
that's
they would
the way
pull
it
up to you
was.
on cars. What you niggas doing here? That's what people just pull up alongside you.
Yep.
We were teenagers. You niggas need to get out of here.
I'm telling you.
Now,
Listen,
everybody black can tell you a whole bunch of stories like
Right.
this. So it ain't new. It ain't a new story. This is 1960 Los Angeles when
Right.
Inglewood was a war zone dividing line between
Right.
the whites who was staying
Right.
and the blacks who was moving in.
and it's a better.
I remember
place.
Compton was damn near white.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, a lot of people migrated out here.
Oh,
the whole
yes.
part is this. You can go into other areas right now and you're going to get the spewing of
Oh,
venom.
yeah.
That's not the issue. The
That's
issue
right.
is your parents sit back and they raise you and they say you must rise above that.
You do have to.
Because-
We learned to rise
Yeah.
above it.
Yeah, you have
and
to.
you also knew if you crossed that line, the
Right.
police was jacking you. You just knew.
Yeah.
If you went across certain streets,
Right.
the police.
But I got a remedy
Don't
for
be
that.
three or four Negroes in a car.
I got a remedy,
The
Mario.
police was.
I figured it out. If I'm going to certain areas, I just walk up to the local police and then say, "Can you write me a ticket?" He says, "What?" I don't know, but I know it's coming.
That's right. That's right. I know it's coming. You gonna have something. Brother. I know brothers with the police, but they just do like this. They just go turn around. Ain't it true in L.A.?
Right.
Black men, the police put you just do this.
Just raise your hands up.
Just stand
It's
up.
all-
Just
it's
stand
done.
like this.
I'm
Okay.
Just give me the ticket.
You know, that's gone.
You gotta do it. That's all right.
Whatever.
Then it's one of your friends.
Here, just, you know.
Vic, it's me, man. We gonna play some volleyball. Let's go.
Just like when it's women, you bend over and spread your cheeks.
See,
you gotta pay.
I'm not going there. See, dude.
I'm just kidding.
See,
I'm just kidding. So some of y'all been through divorce.
but
They say that's what it's like.
But see, it's so. But didn't you have the neighbor or the family member in your family said, "It's okay, baby." She always just calmed
did.
you.
We did.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I need. I thought that's why we usually need the old folks to bring us those old lies. See, we need those old lies to help us get through, Mac. You got to just weave some old lies.
Now, we just took you back some years, some decades. We're coming back to post 2010 right now, 11, 12. Let's keep it current, man.
I know.
We
reliving bad
can't
experiences
go back there, man.
in the chat room, and that's the truth about traveling because we used to get stopped. I used to see. I did. I learned. I crossed the line. I ain't lying. I got stopped by the police all the time.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to test them little lines.
Yeah.
Because at least they didn't think they were going to kick my ass, and they didn't. Except one time they kind of.
See, Jay, I
But
wasn't going to test
they
them.
did jack you.
No.
They did. You know, talk stuff to you. But only one time did they get like I had the shotgun in my face.
Yeah.
It's something about looking down the barrel of a police shotgun.
Wakes you up real
It's
fast.
something about that. It does something to your sphincter tone.
Right.
That's it. You just never had your asshole get that tight.
Right.
Just never.
And just so you can put it in perspective, that's the issue out here is your own community crime on itself, not necessarily the racism. Racism here is not the activator that, of course, puts people in graves out here. It's your own people doing a lot of that to you.
Well, the story was Jeremy Lin. Somehow it denigrated and just fell apart as we all started to relive.
Oh, no. It's relevant. It's relevant.
Well,
man.
it's relevant. It's relevant, even though we were talking about Jeremy. But see, all of us, we had bad experiences, so we can't help but
Yep.
go there and relive them. Because like I said, we all, like I said, too many of us know this.
Yeah.
Just put your hands up.
Right.
Put your hands up.
Well, and you look.
Put your
you don't
hands up.
think Jeremy is getting words, texts, messages? They're just not letting you know who's hating on him. And I like the idea that they're going like, "Don't give it the stage of rage."
That's right. And remember what your mama told you. When the police stop you, keep your hands on the steering wheel. Mama used to drill me. What happens when the police stop you? Keep your hands on the steering
Don't reach
wheel.
for the glove department.
Watch, yes, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
That's cold, man.
Yes, sir. No, because they love to do what? Kick the ass of big black boys like you, son.
See, he won't let it go. I try to bring us back current. He's still
Okay.
hard to get. See,
all right, next
reliving
story.
it.
I'll go next. How about this, you guys? Because I got this will be better.
You know what? You need to read the chat.
I'm tired of reading this chat.
Well, because that's your community.
Because I'm telling you, they deteriorated now.
I know it's already. We
Because
took him there.
PFC's mad. He's going back. He's back. He's back in high school again. I understand. Me too. I was bust. It's rough. We still scarred.
Oh, that's wrong.
But how about this one, you guys? Because I knew we were going to be all pissed off after those stories. See, people wonder why I chose this third story.
Right.
Because I recognize the significance of the first two stories.
No, I hear
and I
you.
realized you
I
would
hear
probably
you.
have had enough by this time. So how about this one, you guys? I thought this was a crazy story. Did you guys realize that Pepper Jack is becoming the new hot thing? People are going crazy for Pepper Jack. You know what? They have over 37, almost 40% increase of Pepper Jack appearances. All the fast food places about to have Pepper Jack. Burger King, Carl Jr., Hardee's. They all going to have Pepper Jack sandwiches. Blimpie's got his promo. Carl Jr., Kraft, Blue Diamond. They all are getting new Pepper Jacks sandwiches. So they also get, believe it or not, Pepper Jack Cheez-Its.
Okay.
I want to get some of those. Pepper. I'm the one that eats some McRib. So Pepper Jack Cheez-Its.
I don't get
So I thought you guys should know because Mac, as much and I, even though we've said we're not gonna eat a lot of this stuff, we know we get a little bit. We get a little bit.
That's wrong.
PMC too.
Right.
You get a little bit. You get a little bit. I think PMC eats the McRib too. So I'm just saying, people out there, the pepper jack sales have tripled.
I wonder what it's attributed to. Is it a flavor or just a trend because it's the name? Did they tell you why, man?
No, they don't. I don't know if they don't know why. They say that people are getting more and more spicy. If you think about it, they have had the pepper jack cheese at Subway.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
remember they've offered that.
Man.
We go to Subway, right? And they've offered the pepper jack cheese at Subway.
Yeah, it's the idea that it's been around for a while, and you see pepper jack. So all of a sudden they now take it. So maybe it is what it is. It works for the fast food chains, and that's it. Just leave it alone.
I told you PMC. You know, why do I feel like these guys that are in my chat room eat? We all have the same terrible food habits.
That's wrong.
I like pepper jack on sandwiches. Everybody like pepper jack on sandwiches.
Yeah,
me too.
I mean, it's cool.
That's why I was shocked with this pepper jack. You know, you eat too much of that damn cheese while you constipated. Make some greens. Make some greens.
That's wrong.
Make some greens.
That is wrong.
Everybody. Yes, that's been the good news. The bad news, the other shit. I remind you, go listen to Mac McAllister online with mac.ning.com. The habit worth having. He'll get you regular. He has to deal with it more often, you know.